Last week, we made quarters in NBA 2K20 1 year long, and in today's video, we're going to be doing the complete opposite. We are making quarters 0.2 seconds long. So here we are in settings right now, and as you can see, I have changed the quarter length to 0 minutes, and I have actually tried this out in play now already, so I know kind of what happens. It makes quarters around 0.2 seconds long. It's completely glitched out. All right, so we're starting this thing off, and already the buzzer is going off for the end of the first quarter. No one cares about the starting lineups. And we look down at the scoreboard. We're in the second quarter with 0.2 seconds left. So right off the bat, a full quarter is skipped when we start the game, and then we just do the tip-off in the second quarter. And we are already into the second half without even touching the ball. So we lost that tip-off as well. But since the Nets did win the tip-off right there, I'm going to get the ball right now going into the third quarter. And then the Nets are going to get the ball going into the fourth quarter. And there's only one way to win with 0.2 seconds left. You actually can't get a shot off in time. You just have to get a tipped ball. Or no, I guess the Nets get the ball right now. That's a little weird. It should have been me getting the ball. They won the tip-off, so they would have got the ball first in last quarter, but I guess since the tip-off was in the second quarter, they get the ball second and third quarter. Doesn't make a lot of sense. We get the ball going into the fourth quarter here. I don't even know how to call a timeout. I'm on PC, so my controls are a little messed up. We're going to call a timeout right here. We got 0.2 seconds to win this thing. Otherwise, they're going to OT. All right, so we're down at the other end of the court now. Where is LeBron James? Okay, there we go. We got LeBron. Pretty much, we got to run inside here and just go for the tip. And that is no good. So we are already at overtime, even though we've had one possession so far. And unfortunately in OT, the quarters are actually 1 minute long. I guess it kind of glitches out. Okay, so here we are in my league now. We got the quarters at 0 minutes, quarter length 0 minutes, simulated quarter length 0 minutes. We're still going to have it on 82 games. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work out with the simulation. Okay, so the Raptors versus Pelicans going to be the first game of the season here. And let's just simulate through the date. Okay, so the Raptors beat the Pelicans 15-12. That's actually pretty high scoring for our 1 minute or our 0.2 second quarters. Norman Powell apparently played 4 minutes. And if we check out the score, first quarter is 0-0. I think that was just completely skipped. Second quarter is 2-0, third 2-0, and the fourth was 5-5. And then it went into overtime for a total score of 15-12. So it looks like the quarters are definitely not 0.2 seconds long. But we're just going to simulate through a season, see what happens when we have the quarters set to 0 minutes. All right, we made it to the end of the season. The stats are so low. Here we are with Kawhi Leonard. He gets MVP. Kawhi had 3.1 points per game, 0.8 rebounds, 0.5 assists, 0.3 steals. It's going to be interesting to see who the league leader in each category is. Zion with 2.3 points per game, rookie of the year. Shake Milton, 6th man of the year, did not get a single stat because I don't think there is any bench players playing in this game because the games are so short. It should just be the starters the whole time. Defensive player also goes to Kawhi with a big 0.3 steals per game. Doncic with most improved here. And coach of the year goes to Doc Rivers, 52-30. In 2020, Rajon Rondo ends up getting on the first team for guards. Still got Chris Middleton, Andre Drummond, Colin Sexton's on the second team, Julius Randle, and then third team, there's actually everybody here would probably make an all-NBA team in real life. Here's the defensive team. So still the top defender is going to be making all of these teams. Let's check out these standings, see if they're a little different than real life. These are uninjured, but for the most part, it looks like it would turn out the same way as in real life. We got Clippers, Lakers, Mavs, Rockets, Nuggets, Warriors, Grizzlies, and Suns all making the playoffs. Thunder don't end up making it up there. Spurs do very poorly, and the Jazz do really bad as well. Checking out the East now, Raptors with the best record, 50 wins. We got the Nets. The Cavs end up getting 44 wins. It should be their same team, yeah. It's their same team they got now. They got Kevin Love, Andre Drummond. Maybe Andre Drummond did something good for them. 76ers, Bucks, Wizards make playoffs. They do have John Wall back. The Hornets ended up making playoffs. They went 41-41. They have probably the weakest team inside of 2K just because of the overalls of their players. Pacers make it. So which teams didn't make it? The Heat didn't make playoffs. The Celtics didn't make playoffs, only getting 35 wins. And then the Pistons, the worst team in the East. So standings a little messed up here. But when you got games that short, I mean, it could go either way. Coming over to the league leaders now. So it was Kawhi Leonard as the league leader. 3.1 points per game is the most points scored by any player in this simulation. Not too bad there by Kawhi. Rebounds per game, Andre Drummond still at the top, 1.7 rebounds per game. Assists, Lonzo Ball somehow managed to get over 1 assist per game when the league scorer only had 3 rebounds per game. Steals per game was Kawhi with 0.3. Blocks, Gobert with 0.3. Field goal percentage actually doesn't show up because nobody shot enough field goals or 3-point shots. I'm not sure what the minimum is you do have to shoot. It might be like 100 shots or something, but nobody even managed to shoot enough to get in any of the percentage categories. Paul George, Kawhi, Montrezl Harrell up here with the best plus minuses of 1.4. But let's hop into the playoffs here, see what ends up happening. Okay, so in the first round, we actually had quite a few upsets over in the East. Washington beating out Cleveland, which isn't much of an upset. And then the Charlotte Hornets ended up beating the Brooklyn Nets. The Charlotte Hornets beat the uninjured Brooklyn Nets, who have Kyrie and Kevin Durant starting. And then the Warriors with the upset over the Mavericks, but they're uninjured as well. So it does make sense. Let's see who's going to make the conference finals. So in the West, it's going to be the Lakers facing off against the Denver Nuggets. And in the East, the Raptors versus the Washington Wizards. And the two teams making the finals are the two lower seeds. We got the Nuggets versus the Washington Wizards. So we're going to hop into Simcast for the NBA Finals here. Game number 1 goes to the Nuggets. They win it 2-0. And game number 2, a lot more scoring in this next game. Third, fourth quarter, each team getting 3 points. And then it actually went to overtime, but the Wizards tie it up 1-1 in game number 3. The Nuggets again with a 2-0 victory. So the Nuggets with a 2-1 lead. And in the next game, again, the Nuggets with a 2-0 victory. So the Nuggets have the opportunity to win the series right here. So we're just going to hop into the game. I guess we're just going to play the game. We're going to play the game. We're going to let the CPU play. And I want to see if it turns out differently than when we played. Okay, so hopping into here, the pregame show was playing. Was that the first quarter? They just inbounded it. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. We didn't even have a tip-off. All right, this is a little confusing what just happened there. I'm pretty sure they played the first quarter and then they did the pregame show, and now we're hopping into the third quarter with 0.2 seconds left. Okay, and there we go. So end of the third quarter right there. Already hopping into the final quarter. This simulation is so weird. All right, here we go. Final quarter. Inbound, and the game is over. So we are hopping into OT now. That actually simulated a little differently than in play now. I wonder, overtime's got to be 1 minute still. Yeah, overtime's still 1 minute. So we got a 1 minute game here for the NBA Finals to determine who the champion is. Wizards with the ball. Thomas Bryant down low, and the Wizards taking the 2-0 lead. Remember, the Wizards do need a win here if they want to keep going. If the Nuggets win this game, they win the NBA Finals. And they got a few possessions, like 2 possessions each. Jamal Murray from 3. That is no good. The Wizards could close out the game right here. Here's John Wall down low. Good defense by the Nuggets. Michael Porter Jr. with the board. 14 seconds left here for the Denver Nuggets. Let's see if they can tie this game or maybe take the lead. Here's Jamal Murray with the ball. 3 seconds left. He's going to have to put that up. And it is no good. The Wizards winning in game number 5. So they get another W there. 0 points for the Nuggets, 2 points for the Wizards. So we're just going to let the CPU simulate this again, and we're going to watch. First quarter just ended. This is the second quarter, and that's over now. So now we're hopping into the third quarter. We're hopping into the second half already. Second half tip-off. This determines absolutely nothing. And the Nuggets win it, though. Maybe they're going to win this game. All right, hopping into the final quarter. Wizards with the ball, and that is game. John Wall wasn't even close. hitting that full court shot anyways. All right, so here it goes. It all comes down to overtime. Imagine the NBA was just one 1 minute quarter determine everything. I mean, the highest scorer in this series is going to be averaging maybe 2 points per game if it's the same guy hitting the 2 points. Nice screen by Thomas Bryant. Bradley Beal fading. That's no good. The Nuggets with the ball. That was a huge possession right there. Huge stop for the Nuggets. They can win it here. Jamal Murray. Weird pass. Jokic inside. No good. Gets his own board. And Jokic with the second chance of points to take the 2-0 lead. And this could have possibly been the game-winning bucket. Thomas Bryant with the screen. Bradley Beal inside. That's no good. The Nuggets with the ball. And they're going to the free throw line. Or no. They got fouls to give. I completely forgot about that. And there we go. Now they're in the bonus. Jokic at the line. First shot is no good for Nikola Jokic. Let's see if he can hit the second one. And the second's good to go. So the Nuggets with a 3-point lead. The Wizards kind of just got to put up a 3 here. I'd imagine that'd be their best option. Try to just tie the game. And there we go. Bradley Beal from 3. That's no good. And that is going to be game. Your Denver Nuggets are your NBA champs. Let's see if Jokic can hit these free throws. And he hits the first one. And the second one is good as well. So Nuggets better win 5-0 right here. There they are holding up that trophy. And finals MVP going to go to Nikola Jokic. I mean, he had 5 points in that final game there. So great performance for him. That might have put his points per game average over 1 point in the NBA Finals because of that final game. Here we go. Jamal, what just happened? Did Nikola Jokic just had the Finals MVP trophy? He was holding up in the simulation or when we were watching earlier. And now Jamal Murray is the Finals MVP. Makes no sense. He averaged 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0.3 assists, and 0.3 steals. I just think he just got an assist and a steal in one of the games, but somehow Jamal Murray getting Finals MVP. Did they both get it? I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but the Nuggets are your NBA champs, beating out the Washington Wizards. That's going to be it for this one. If you did enjoy this video, make sure that you do smash that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. This has been your boy Smequle, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone in progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the